Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of BlackbirdsBrew. Happy Sunday and welcome to the Loki theory. Last year when I was working a lot with Lugh and I hadn't yet met Loki, I came across a theory that was arguing that Lugh and Loki were the same deity just known by different names in different regions. The main thrust of the argument is that both deities are adventurers, innovators, multi-skilled, tricksters of mixed heritage, and they were best known for their wits. Another superficial similarity is that they both have stories of being shut out of a dinner party of the gods and they had to elbow their way into the proceedings. But from there, the similarities of the incidents end. Lugh and Loki are also both associated with mistletoe, being the means of bringing gifts and weapons to the gods, and they were both fostered for their upbringing. And sometimes gods are known by various names, and certainly there is an argument to be made that perhaps all the gods are of one pantheon. They're just known by different names to different cultures. That's not an unreasonable thing to think. The ancient Romans certainly held that view. But that being said, there is also a valid argument to be made that the known gods are individuals, and the desire to conflate various gods into one being has more to do with the human desire to simplify that which is beyond our comprehension. I think this is why some people cling to monotheism or are just such soft polytheists that they might as well be monotheistic, because of the desire to make that which is unknowable knowable, getting to know the gods being a more simplified, streamlined process. After all, what's easier, trying to gain an understanding of a whole pantheon or just focusing on one or two deities? When something is complex, there's an innate desire to simplify and make the situation manageable. Another thing to take into consideration when weighing the merits of theories is that a strictly academic approach will not always yield a definitive answer. Whatever viewpoint you're considering, I guarantee someone out there has a very thorough and very well-sourced counter-argument. You will find that on both sides of every question. Moreover, determining the identity of a god is not something that's going to be settled by writing and reading papers on the topic. It is through the interactions with the gods that we are better able to form our conclusions about who's who. When we invite a deity to ritual, and if that deity sees fit to grace us with their presence, their energy has its own unique signature. And by calling upon a deity that you suspect to be one and the same, you'll be reacting to their energy, and either that energy will either have the same signature as the deity you think they're the same as, or it won't. And after working with Lugh last August and having worked with Loki for nearly a year, my own personal view is that these deities are by no means the same. They have a lot in common. I can definitely envision them being friends and getting along, but their energy signatures are quite different. That being said, I don't expect anyone watching this video to just take my word for it or to treat it like it's the last thing that could be said on the subject. It isn't. And just because I'm convinced doesn't mean that someone else should share my conviction just because I am convinced. Always do your own explorations, ask your own questions, and find things out for yourself, particularly when you're trying to get to know a deity better. So that does it for that theory. I would like to know your own thoughts on the subject. Is this something you've looked into? Did you find the arguments persuasive, unpersuasive? What is your whole take on the thing? Tell me about it in the comments below, or even better, come and visit us on our brand new server on Gilded. Yes, the attempt to destroy our community has failed, and we are now on Gilded. There's a link to join in the description box below. You will find its format very familiar, quite similar to Discord, just as easy to use, and on the voice chats we have noticed that the sound quality is better, so it has a lot going for it, and I hope you'll come and see us there soon. But that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!